truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? 10-2 saw. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Yeah.
Lightning.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a... three-yard gain there.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Forced out to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight, because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Yo. 50 seconds.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Running. Pittsburgh. Check out Reed.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They keep it with Henry on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, he finds his running back, Hyde. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Set, ready, Henry. Squeeze, double. Right. He's telling
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check back.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They come out here in the I. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try to run this one in, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray now, 3rd and goal. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 22, Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson, looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down. It's Jackson, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First down, Browns.
On first down, Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, Murray. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin. Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points. And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Flat, go. Check, 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 check. Check, check 43. 40, 61. Match box. Right, check, right.
Jackson buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
It's your time, baby. We did our part. Come on, set. Now the roof. Gives it 15. Check back 15. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Murray now to throw. And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Shotgun now for Murray. And caught by Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Murray to air it down again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 18, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back now in Houston, it's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. 3 buds. Watch safety Green.
Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run on 1st down to Jackson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he spins past him and into space. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as it goes.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Check 15.
They run with Pumphrey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. 1st down, Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.